Great stuff from Newcastle. Hello, everyone. I'm Buxbaumová, talking to you today from Coventry University. We are celebrating amazing women from all around the world. Every woman is a change maker, whether she is a mother, daughter, wife, partner, sister, or an aunt. She's the core of our communities. Today, we are here in Coventry to celebrate outstanding women on their International Day. We have some amazing events happening here today, one of which is a Women in Tech event happening not too far from campus, celebrating amazing women that have achieved great things, such as Sarah Windram, who is the business founder and investor in the West Midlands technology sector, or Elizabeth Ramsey, who is the Global Senior Product Manager responsible for multi-access edge computing, or Rachel Cheetham, who is a Senior Innovator and Growth Specialist for Innovative UK Edge in the Midlands. We have some stuff today from not only Coventry, but surrounding villages, one of which is Kenilworth. So Hasnat, our reporter, Hasnat Arif, is in one of Coventry's suburbs, Kenilworth, right now, and he will be reporting on Optimist International. Their mission is the realization of women's rights for an equal future. So he will talk about that very soon. But for now, I would also like to talk about here we go.
I don't know.
Hello, Hasnat. Seems like we are having technological issues. That's all right. I would also like to talk about a very important person as well, Delia Derbyshire, which she was, she's a very known person that comes from Coventry, and she was an English musician and composer of electronic music. And basically, there's a building on campus named after her that has just been opened. She is most known for composing music for Doctor Who. And we are here now with Hasnat from Kenilworth.
Thank you, Yana. Welcome to Away Fair in Kenilworth, where we see the decorated benches for today's event. We have Jean Lockley for Optimist International talking to us about their today's activity.
Hello.
So, hello. Could you introduce yourself and your work?
Yes, I'm Jean Lockley, and I'm a member of the Optimist International Club here in Kenilworth. We are an international women's organisation. There are 72,000 members of Optimist International throughout the world, and we are in 121 countries throughout the world. We're a women's organisation that has as our mission to develop opportunities for women and girls throughout the world and help them combat some of their difficulties.
Okay. How did you start your journey?
Right, I've been a Optimist now for 38 years, and I started when I was a professional social worker in Birmingham and was invited to become a member of Optimist. And so our membership is made up of women from a whole variety of backgrounds who've predominantly been in positions in their own business or professions where they are committed to forwarding the opportunities and rights of women throughout the world.
Okay. What are the challenges that you face in your past?
In the past, I think, and it's still a current issue for us as an organisation, is about getting the organisation known about more worldwide. But some of the challenges that we're actually facing is through our project work, where we are trying to change things for women and girls.
What are your achievements?
Right, locally, we've had a number of quite successful projects that we've been involved in over the years. Perhaps if I just talk about one or two of them, it will give a bit of a now for a number of years. They are providing accommodation as well as support in the community for women who have either experienced domestic abuse or are experiencing domestic abuse at the moment. Our support for them is that we do some fundraising to help them with their financial support, but also we provide support in terms of goods and services for them as well.
Okay. So if you can change 3 things in your society, so women can be more supportive. So what can be 3 things?
Right, I think one of the biggest things currently for women and girls throughout the world, but we notice it particularly here in the UK with a lot of recent publicity, is about women's safety. Violence against women and girls is something that we are particularly passionate about, and there's been a lot of press publicity. We need to change the way in which women and girls are treated so their safety is paramount both in their home and out in the community.
Regarding this, what is your dream?
My dream would be that we could actually change things for all women and girls throughout the world, that we actually had some equity as well as equality, so that women's positions were better than they are now. We do fairly well here in the UK, but elsewhere in the world, not so good.
What changes do you think you can change in future?
Right, we will carry on campaigning. We are often in touch with our MP. We write petitions where we feel that there are important issues that need to be changed, that come onto the public agenda for change with regards to women and girls' opportunities.
How can women be a change maker?
Right, I think women need a voice, and through our organisation is one way that we give them a voice.
Okay. What is your advice for new generation?
New generation, I think it applies to boys and girls. They need to be more aware of each other, more respectful of each other, and think about caring and making those who perhaps have lesser opportunities more available for support and help than we do perhaps at the moment.
Do you want to give any inspirational message for International Women's Day?
I think one of the inspirational messages I'd want to give is that as women we're strong, and together we can be even stronger to bring about change.
Thank you, Jane, for information. Canley Award is also celebrating other women's achievements today. Our reporter Rima Ayubi interviewed counselor Kate Dixon and volunteer teacher Frida Butt and came back with the following reports.
Thank you, Hasnat. Kenilworth Town is also celebrating other women's achievements. Our reporter Rima Ayubi interviewed Councillor Kate Dixon and volunteer teacher Farida Butt and came back with the following report. Yes, the video will come up soon.
I think from a working perspective,
there is sexism everywhere. I think there is all sorts of discrimination everywhere.
there is definitely a gender gap, you know, with child responsibilities, with home responsibilities. Sorry, I don't know why I got emotional.
I've been a town councillor for coming up for 12 years. It's been quite a long time, so it's been through lots of my life stages as well.
I started working, so my first real job, I'd say, was at the Coventry Refugee and Migrant Centre, where I started working as a teacher and then quickly progressed to managing the ESOL department, which I did for over 4 years. And then I had this urge to start a business running dessert parlour coffee shop. Within a few weeks I've started to teach English to asylum seekers here in the coffee shop, only because Teaching has always been my passion. I am very passionate about teaching and always teaching the most vulnerable as well. So we have a hotel here nearby. Again, the reasons for not going into the hotel are so that people can actually access another space, can come out, socialise a little bit, learn some English, improve their English whilst just having a cup of coffee and meeting new people. All the teaching that I do is completely voluntary.
Kenilworth is a good place to live. That there is a huge amount of community spirit out there, and I really can't claim that as all my own, and I wouldn't want to, but it is knowing, perhaps being some sort of inspiration for other people to see that if I can do it, then other people can do it as well, and to be involved.
And there's a lot of voluntary organisations here within Kenilworth who are amazing people who help support the most vulnerable, and they go up to the hotels and they're teaching people.
I don't really think of myself as a politician. I'm a person, I'm a woman, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a midwife, I'm a friend to people. But politics goes into every aspect of life, really, and I believe it's about hearing people, and I feel that in this part of town, in this part of my life, that an important part of my role is to make sure that everybody can be heard for the people that make the decisions, that make the change.
Language is the first barrier to integration, and I feel that if you can overcome that barrier, I've been a migrant myself, I know exactly what it means to move to a new country not knowing a language. Helping these people with their language will help them to progress in their future life, but also will help them to belong somewhere, because they have left their countries, they've left their families, they've left their friends, they leave everything that is dear to them, and to help them to integrate into just becoming part of something. They also have dreams like everybody else.
Particularly nowadays, I've given up on politicians, thinking about politics. Politicians don't always have a great reputation, but I want to be a community representative. Some of the people that are in the greatest need are not necessarily those in the greatest financial need. Financial need is a huge problem, but it's people that just don't know how to go out and to talk to people, to meet with people.
Things aren't easy, but I feel that if you want to go out and get something, you have to struggle for those things. It's not easy, Yes, you go home and then you have to cook and clean and, all those wifey, motherly duties that everybody has. Meeting people in the street who have improved their language levels, but have also maybe found themselves a